So now I don't know, like I'm like shoot, and I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find stuff to interact with you guys, but I'm dumb is the problem. Linda White. Lurk, welcome to the stream, Turtle. I appreciate you. Let's see. I got the light, right? No, I forgot the light. What did I pick up? Ah, right. I knew picking this up felt weird. Ah, yes. Such a huge difference. I'm being sarcastic, though. Okay. So, Linda White was the name. Linda White. You know, my friends get mad at me. They get mad at me because they're like, why do you shout the name so early on? That's so dumb. You shouldn't be pissing off the ghost. Hang on. Linda White. Linda White. Give me a sign. Okay, I hear nothing. I hear absolutely nothing. Which is not a good thing. Because it means that finding this ghost is going to be a tad bit difficult. I thought I heard a footstep to my left, but I'm not too sure. We might have to go old school and try to get a sound sensor to get some sort of reading. You know, it's been a long time since I actually felt like the sound sensor might be useful. Okay, I'm thinking of getting 2 more sound sensors. Let's just see if these pick up anything. Right now, this is what we're looking at for coverage, which is a pretty good coverage if you ask me. If we could get the... Let's go ahead and grab 2 more sound sensors. I have a lot of stories. I like telling stories. So let's go ahead and tell another ghost story. When my family kind of lost all their money and we were forced to move to California, we lived in my grandma's basically garage, but it was never a garage to begin with. It was more like a how do I word it? It was a mini house. When it was built, it was never built to be a real garage. A sink was added to it, a bathroom, a kitchen, all that kind of stuff. So even though it was her garage, it wasn't. And anyways, point is that throughout that time, many people had lived in that place, and it was always meant to be like a temporary home. If like family got in a fight, or if they needed to just get something done or whatever, if they just needed some time to themselves or just a place to stay for a moment, then they would live there. And every person who slept in there, whether it was for a minute, I mean not a minute, a day or an hour or just whatever, a week, they always experienced something. Now, I remember my aunt who lived in that room before us. I'll remember if she had a fight or what, but she lived in that room for just a few days. I think it was actually just one day. While she was in there, there was a night where she went to bed. And, after she went to bed and closed her eyes and all that kind of stuff, she woke up, and standing at the edge of her feet, she swore she saw a shadow figure that was reaching out towards her. And she was really scared about it, and she didn't know what to do, so she just kind of just stood there, or laid there staring at it. So anyways, she saw a shadow figure. Another time, my cousin had lived there, and she kept hearing someone call her name. There was another time where my other family had lived in there, and they didn't even last a night. I don't know their story, but all we know is they actually left almost immediately afterwards. We lived in there for several years, and my goodness, the stories I had to tell there were absolutely astounding. In fact, most of my stories involved that little garage. There was one time where my family was gone. Everyone was gone, the entire property was empty, and I'm just laying on my gurney, because if you guys didn't know, we didn't have a bed, so I used to sleep on one of those hospital gurneys, the ones that they carry people around on. And so I was laying on my gurney, just on my phone, playing phone games or whatever the heck I did, and all of a sudden, I heard someone knock on the door. And so I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, come in, you know, hardly caring. Because why should I be bothered to go get the door when they could just walk in? It was a very open family. I wasn't going to go through the trouble of opening the door every single time. And so I said come in, and they didn't open the door. Instead, they replied by knocking again. And so once again I repeated, or they knocked again, and I repeated, come in. Like, I was like, come in, the door's unlocked. And then they knocked harder. And now I'm getting frustrated, because I could tell they're getting frustrated, and I'm like, why are you so lazy? I'm thinking in my head, why are you so lazy? What makes you feel compelled to make it so I am now obligated to open this door for you when it is unlocked? And so this time I shout out, come in. And you can clearly tell I'm getting frustrated. And as I say that, we had two different doors. We had the normal door, and then we had the metal door. And so, like, the metal screen door, as most people would call it. So I'm getting frustrated, and now I'm shouting come in, and then right after I say that, I just hear like they're banging on the door now. It was like 5 bangs. So I'm obviously annoyed, but I also don't want to get yelled at by my family. So now I'm all grumpy, getting up and like pouting over there, being like, this is so stupid, can't believe they're so lazy. And so I opened the door right after the bangs. Hold on, we need to back out. We need to get out. What the hell was that? What was that? Oh my god, chills have run through. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, Jesus Christ. That was terrifying. For those of you who couldn't figure out what happened, I was telling my story, and all of a sudden I just see someone standing right here to my right. So I opened the door, and no one was there, right? Absolutely no one was in the building. I went to the front of the house and all the cars were gone. I looked around as much as I could, and just everything was empty. There was absolutely nothing. So after that, like, I looked around, and yeah, there was no one or nothing to bang on the doors, and I have no idea to this day what was causing that bang. So there's a ghost story for you. Sounds like it was behind me. I'm getting phone rings all over this entire school. I can't believe I got... we finally found it. We have finally found you. Yeah, okay. So we were way wrong on where it was located. I could have swore I heard the phone ring from over there. Yeah, we got demon writing as well, so that's awesome. And then did we bring something else? Yeah, we did. Give me a sign. Show yourself. Right in the book. Can you write in the book? Turn on the light. Can you turn on the light? Close the door. Do something. I swear, this ghost is the most, like, inactive ghost I've ever seen. Oh, it would have been so good if these maps were randomly generated to an extent. Like, the school would still look like a school, but it would have, like, different hallways, different everything. Or if, like, the mini houses look like mini houses, but once again, they would look completely different. Like, that would have been nice. That would have been such a good change to this game, and making it so these maps would be less like, oh, let me just check these spots because the ghosts always check or spawn here. So are you here? Are you here? Where are you? Okay, so we got fingerprints. Fingerprints, spirit box, and ghost writing. Spirit. Okay. Not bad. This is a pretty good run. I think we're good to jump into the next one.